This is News 8 Now at noon.
Good afternoon and thank you for watching News 8 Now. I'm Emily Haugen. As water continues to make way into the cities along the Mississippi, high schoolers helped place sandbags around towns. A viewer sent us these photos from Prairie du Chien where students and staff filled and put sandbags around homes in the area. Sandbags are available at the corner of East Washington Street and North Ohio Street if you need them. City and county officials are talking about starting a second sandbag location. And road closures continue in Prairie du Chien. As a reminder, County Road K from Cliffwood Drive to Highway 35 is closed. Multiple other roads are closed in the area, as you can see on your screen. All of St. Ferial Island remains closed as well. And the Hoffman Hall Recreational Center in Prairie du Chien is now a temporary shelter. If you need to evacuate, contact Crawford County Emergency Management. City officials are asking evacuees to contact Madison Gas and Electric and Alliant Energy if you leave to disconnect your services. We have more information on those resources at news8000.com. And officials want to remind everyone, if you do not live in the town of Campbell, avoid the area. Less traffic will help emergency workers respond to situations more quickly. If you are a resident of the town of Campbell, though, you can call 211 to learn more about recommended safety precautions.
Well, we are off to a nice clear start this afternoon. Mostly sunny skies, maybe just a few puffy clouds out there this afternoon. But other than that, conditions are looking pretty quiet. And as you can see on the satellite and radar picture, just looking at some clouds here developing from the daytime heating effects, with current temperature readings now in the 40s. 47 in La Crosse currently, 43 Black River Falls, 42 in Eau Claire, 45 in Red Wing, and 42 in Viroqua. Prairie du Chien currently at 40 degrees. So beautiful look there from CityCam, and we got the forecast there overlaid for you, showing that we will be looking at mixed sun and clouds, unseasonably cool conditions with temperatures only expected to reach the low 50s for this afternoon, with a light northerly breeze at around 5 to 10 miles an hour. So overall a pretty quiet weather day across much of the area, but we have some changes though in the form of some rain chances, which we'll talk about later on in the forecast a little bit later in the show. Emily?
Small acts of kindness can go a long way. I spoke with one Bangor Elementary School club who knows that well. They give up their recess once a week to volunteer and uplift their community. And now they're helping spread an Unalaska woman's mission a little bit further. Piece by piece.
I usually do these colors.
These Bangor 5th graders are focused on their art, a project that's helping them master a different craft.
Feel good.
Kindness.
I like to do it because it makes me happy and because it makes other people happy.
A happiness inspired by Kathleen Jensen's Little Heart Project. She crochets hearts with messages for suicide prevention.
It doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't need to take, state funding. It's simple and it's tangible.
All right, come on in.
Elementary school counselor Matt Jacobson took her message to heart.
We decided to kind of adapt our theme, obviously not talking about suicide at the elementary level, but talking about just caring and sharing love.
On Monday, the kids got a chance to share the love themselves.
Everybody will have it on their backpack to show a sign of love and kindness, because everybody needs to know that they're loved.
Giving love to the littlest peers in the 4K classroom.
I'm trying to teach these kids we don't always have to get something back. We're going to get something back in return, so much more of just the feeling of caring and kindness.
We're here to spread kindness and to show that everybody loves you.
Starting with a little heart.
You like it?
There's just such a need for kindness, which is what these kids did today. And that's, I think, the key to, it's changing the world.
The kids are planning on tying handmade hearts to every bag in the school. So if you'd like to get involved with the Little Heart Project, you can check out its website. We have that linked at news8000.com. And over in Eau Claire, Hmong students and members of the community gathered to celebrate their culture. The Hmong Heritage Celebration was full of performances by students, as well as a Hmong language spelling bee and traditional food. The Hmong Club brings together students from both Eau Claire North High School and Memorial High School. One student says the club and events like these can help her peers reconnect with their heritage.
I had a bunch of friends who lost their language and lost their culture, didn't really know what to do. But now, because of Hmong Club, they know what to wear, how to prep, what food.
The Heritage Night also had information about community resources for the local Hmong community. Well, people who go above and beyond every day have the potential to reshape not only their present-day community, but also the next generation. News 8 Now's Sophia Pullman introduces us to our latest hometown hero.
Not all heroes wear capes. That couldn't be more true for a local volunteer EMT on Kickapoo Rescue Squad in Viola, Wisconsin. Our April hometown hero goes to Sadie Wallace, a volunteer EMT for over 16 years. She's had her fair share of serving her community in times of need.
I just like to help people.
On top of being an emergency medical technician, she works in her local emergency department, sharing her love of helping others through her hard work and dedication.
If I have to leave a birthday party or a school event or something like that, they know that it's because I have to help someone else.
Sadie was nominated by her daughter Lydia, who just so happens to be graduating in her mother's footsteps this May.
I've always wanted to go into emergency medicine because of her. She's been an EMT for as long as I can remember.
Lydia hopes people hear her mom's story and see what's good in the world.
I just hope they realize that there is, in small spaces even, there are people who care about each and every individual.
Reporting in Viola, Wisconsin, Sophia Pullman, News 8 Now.
And if you know someone in your community who goes above and beyond, you can nominate a future hometown hero on our website, news8000.com. Well, as airline delays continue to pile up at airports, passengers found a different way to get to their destination. Find out how after the break. Train travel is on track for big increases this year. Some travelers who are fed up with high airfares and delays are instead heading to the rails. CBS's Wendy Gillette reports.
There's nothing like it. There's absolutely nothing like it.
Deborah Anthony from southern New Hampshire marveled at the scenery and shared lots of laughs with her family during a recent trip aboard the Glacier Express. The train makes an 8-hour trip through the valleys and mountains of Switzerland as passengers wine and dine and peer out panoramic windows, travel that feels very different from flying.
It's easy to maneuver around. It's easy to get on and off. I like having a schedule. As opposed to flying, it's kind of crazy and being pushed around.
The Swiss train system is well known for its punctuality, ease, and comfort.
You travel through beautiful valleys, along lakes, even you see glaciers, and this is very, very special.
One fan at a time, Trevor.
Swiss tennis star Roger Federer and comedian Trevor Noah are getting on board, starring in this ad for Switzerland Tourism.
I almost wish we could do it again.
Visitors to Switzerland can also journey to the highest railway station in Europe, which is more than 11,300 feet above sea level.
Train travel in the country has largely returned to pre-pandemic levels, a worldwide trend, according to luxury train travel advisor Rachel Hardy, who's based in Louisville, Kentucky.
People aren't willing to wait anymore for their bucket list trips.
Rocky Mountaineer, which offers scenic train tours in Canada and the western U.S., is seeing a boost this year, as is Amtrak, which is selling out many trains and expanding service in the Northeast. Many companies are also adding additional tours this year as more travelers say, all aboard.
Amtrak says nearly 1 in 3 passengers are new riders. The company also offers half-price rates for children with an accompanying adult. Well, as we head to break, here is a live look at the New York Stock Exchange. Stay with us. More news is next. A new vaccine printer could help get doses to people who need them, and researchers link common ear, nose, and throat issues to autism. Naomi Ruckham has a look at the day's top health stories.
Young children with common ear, nose, and throat issues may be at higher risk of developing autism. Those are the findings of a study published in the British Medical Journal, which looked at more than 10,000 children. Those who experienced autistic traits had issues like mouth breathing, snoring, ear pulling, and poor listening skills. Sleep apnea was also closely linked to an autism diagnosis. Stool transplants may be more effective than antibiotics for treating gut issues. A new study published in Cochrane looked at cases of a common condition known as C. diff, which causes potentially life-threatening diarrhea. 77% of people who received a stool transplant were not infected again within the next 2 months, compared to only 40% who were treated with antibiotics alone. And MIT researchers have developed a vaccine printer that can store doses for months at room temperature. The printer generates vaccine-filled microneedle patches. Those patches are then attached to the skin, and the vaccine dissolves without a traditional injection. The printer is also mobile and fits on a tabletop, which scientists say could allow for on-demand vaccines in remote areas without the need for cold storage or shipping. Those are some of the day's top health stories. Naomi Ruckham, CBS News, New York.
That's it for your medical news this afternoon. Here is a look at CityCam 8. Derek is in next with our forecast.
Beautiful view here from CityCam 8 in downtown La Crosse. As you can see behind me there, we are watching the clouds slowly begin to increase across the area, and then they begin to fade away, and then eventually more here develop. It's kind of the off and on trend. So that's why we got partly cloudy skies and times mostly sunny. 47 degrees is the temperature now. It feels like 44 when you factor in the winds coming out of the north-northwest at 7 miles an hour. The current conditions in Eau Claire, 42 degrees, partly cloudy skies here with feel like temperatures at 37 from the wind chill. East-northeast winds at around 8 miles an hour. Here's an update on the river levels here, and you can see a lot of us from Wabasha, Winona into La Crosse looking at the major flooding here, and they are expected to crest here either today or tomorrow, even the next couple of days there. As you can see on your screen, Winona forecast to crest at 19.2 feet as we head into tomorrow. So luckily this week they will crest out, and then after that they should begin to hold steady and then later on drop off. But here's a check on those current temperature readings, and you can see we're into the 40s at the moment. We will be warming up into the low 50s by 3 p.m. Partly cloudy skies. We briefly could turn mostly cloudy, 53, before turning mostly sunny again. So again, it's kind of that off and on trend with the cloud cover here today. And then you can see 7 o'clock, not too bad, 50 degrees by that point. You can see some of the cumulus clouds being picked up on the satellite picture right now, and these clouds will continue to develop and eventually come together, making their way across portions of the Coulee region and causing what could be a mainly cloudy day. As you can see, half of the area looking at clouds, the other half looking at some sunshine around 2 p.m. Here's 5 p.m. Those clouds continue to gradually increase. A slight chance of a shower is possible underneath some of those thicker clouds containing more moisture. And by 7, that's when we start to see the clouds here decrease in coverage a little bit. And furthermore, and as we head into tonight, you can see those clouds begin to decrease a little bit further, maybe a slight chance of a shower near Wisconsin Rapids. But forecast highs today will be mainly into the 50s. I'm expecting a high of 53 in La Crosse today. Meanwhile, to the north in Eau Claire, about a high of 50 here for you. Same in Sparta this afternoon. Black River Falls, you're looking at a high of roughly 52. A check on your 8-day forecast showing that we will be looking at highs reaching 58 for tomorrow. Partly cloudy skies, and then after that we're going to reach the 60s come Thursday. In fact, we could be as warm as 64 degrees under mainly cloudy conditions. We'll be watching for another storm system that could give us a chance of showers and storms for Friday and also into this weekend. Highs into the 50s afterwards next week, starting off on a cloudy note with highs in the 50s there.
I'm seeing the 67.
I know. Yeah,
excited.
it's getting there. That's kind of a sign of what's to come, because in May we're usually after that first week in the 70s.
Thank goodness.
Usually.
It's about time.
Yeah.
I hope it's right.
We're getting there. It's just a slow, gradual warm-up trend.
I'll take it.
Absolutely.
All right. Thanks, Derek.
Yeah.
Well, the 3rd Congressional District Art Competition has its winners who took home the awards when we return.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
The winners of the 3rd Congressional District Art Competition were finally announced. In first place is a painting named No Screen Window by Taryn Everson from Holman High School. This painting will be displayed in the U.S. Capitol building for a year. The 2nd place winner is Gunu Shong with this embroidered piece of a koi fish. This will be displayed in the 3rd District's office in D.C. Shong says the announcement came as a surprise.
It was like really unexpected. I wasn't like thinking I would win like any place at all, so I think I'm very honored to hear that I got 2nd place.
He's also from Holman High School. Stay with us. We'll have one more check of your forecast when we return.
Last check on your 8-day forecast. We're going to be looking at highs around 58 tomorrow, partly cloudy, mainly cloudy for Thursday though, but at least temperatures will be much warmer to 64, 67 on Friday with a slight chance of storms. Showers last into the forecast as we head into this weekend, but overall those highs in the 50s and 60s and lows in the 30s and 40s. Emily, what do you think?
We'll really have to keep an eye on the river.
Yeah, we will. Unfortunately, those rain showers are probably going to contribute to the river there.
Yeah, that's not fun. Well, stay safe out there, guys. Thank you so much for watching News 8 Now. We hope you'll join us again tonight at 5 and 6.